So I don't have any New Warrior comic books up here, but we're going to go through the New Warrior, the first 7 members of that team, and how well they hold up against zombies. No one in the New Warriors I can personally put in the option block, which is why I love the New Warriors. You have Dwayne Taylor. He's a human. He has a skateboard with a blade on it. He has short sticks. He knows Kali. He also knows various forms of Kung Fu. He is the Black Batman in the Marvel Universe, and he's a damn good fighter. Been trained to fight since he was a child, and he's freaking awesome. We're using that Night Thrasher, not the other 2 replacement guys who suck. This is my personal opinion, and all this is before the retcon. Then you have Richard Rider, a.k.a. Kid Nova, the original Kid Nova, from the Golden Age or the Silver Age or whatever it is, Kid Nova. Anyway, from the Nova Corps. He used to be able to shoot beams. I don't know if he still can. I don't know if they gave him that back, but he also flies like Cannonball, and he can do all this other stuff. And he's basically super strong, super fast, and invulnerable to things. Then we have Namorita. Namorita, mutant clone hybrid of Namor's aunt, sister, somebody. Anyway, she's pretty strong. Namor's also an Avenger. Anyway, she's pretty strong, and she's pretty invulnerable, and she can fly with those little winged feet, and she's sexy, and she can beat the hell out of some zombies. Then you have Firestar and Marvel Boy. Both of them have projectile powers. Marvel Boy I touched on earlier, because you may not recognize Marvel Boy because he eventually becomes this guy. Now, in the 616, he becomes Justice, not this guy. But this guy went to the 616 to warn Marvel Boy before he becomes Justice not to do something stupid, which Marvel Boy in turn does something stupid. So after a little stint in prison for manslaughter, he becomes Justice, which would later make him become an Avenger. All this shit's been retconned. Now, Firestar, Angelica Jones, a lot of people know her from the Fireman and Iceman cartoon where she was an X-Man. Well, the newsflash for you is that I don't recall her ever actually being an X-Man. She was in the X-Men, she was a Hellion, and a product of the White Queen and her school for Hellions or whatever. But Warpath was also one of those Hellions, so him and Angelica Jones have history. I don't know if they had a relationship because Firestar and Iceman have never dated in the Marvel comic universe that I know of. And if they have, well, kick me in the nuts, guys. I ain't never seen them do it in the comic book. Now, Offset maybe, but you never know. But Firestar has the ability to make microwave burst fire. Her powers are microwave fires. I don't know, fire is fire to me, but apparently in Marvel, you have pyrokinetics and you have fire. And some of the pyro people can't control fire, but they can't create fire, but they can control fire. That's Pyro's power, but he's not an X-Man. He's an enemy. Her power is to manifest microwaves that burn like fire, I guess, and become fire. Because like Sunfire, she has the ability to shoot fire from her freaking hands. Henceforth, her name is Firestar. Okay? Not to be mistaken with Firelord or Firestorm from the DC Universe. Now, we're not going to touch DC Universe and zombies, but we're sticking with Marvel, and we're with the New Warriors, and I've gone through Night Thrasher, Namorita, Kid Nova, Firestar, and Justice. Now we're going to Speedball, number 6. Speedball has the power to bounce off of shit. He also has projectiles, which are those little rubber balls that are always following him, and like Cannonball in the X-Men, he has had to train on how to manipulate those things and control them. Now, I'm going to do honorable mentions in this because I don't want to go through the 13 New Warriors or the New Warriors as they became when they had the split between New Warriors and Namorita and Richard Rider went to start a new team. Night Thrasher, Justice, and Firestar stayed with the old team with Silhouette, who is the last one that I'm going to talk about. But Speedball, he bounces off of things and he controls his bionic, psionic power thingies, whatever the hell those balls are, like Cannonball, as I was saying before, and he can project and shoot, so they'd be good against zombies. Alright, now as we get to Silhouette. Silhouette has the same power as Kitty Pryde. She can phase. Now granted, Silhouette is also handicapped. She lost the use of her legs for getting stabbed in the back by, I think, her brother, Midnight Fire. Somehow or another she got injured anyway. I'm sure that's all been retconned too. Silhouette although she is a good fighter and she is handicapped and she is the daughter of Cord and Dwayne Taylor's maid, whose name I can't remember. She's a great fighter. She's in the option block because of the fact that her powers really only allow her to phase, which is why I left Kitty Pryde in the option block. And while Magic and Lila Chinley, they're in the option block, but they're closer to knocking on the door than actually being in the option block. Because Magic actually can teleport half your body somewhere. Lila Chinley has to teleport your whole body, but Magic used to be able to do all that before the retconning, and if she stabbed you with the Soul Sword, it's pretty much done. So, with Silhouette, the reason she's in there is, like I said, she can phase. That's not a helpful thing to have against zombies unless you're going to play the bait. But she also uses Canadian walkers. For those who don't know, those are the crutches with the grip around your arm. So you hold them and you walk like this and you drag your body. So she can use Canadian walkers. I have seen her fight in the comic with the Canadian walkers, but the situation is dire because zombies don't fight one-on-one. They attack you in packs. But she doesn't have the power that Kitty Pryde has, where if Kitty's holding something, she can phase it. When Silhouette uses her phase powers, I think her father made her special metabolic Canadian walkers so that they can phase, but before that it was an issue and she couldn't carry them with her. Okay? If that doesn't make sense, go ahead and Google it. So my honorable mentions on the team of who would be great. This guy was an Avenger. He's 13. His name is Rage. Big black guy. He fights. He's invulnerable. He's strong. There you go. Turbo, Mickey, what the hell is her last name? She's Japanese. She has the Wind Blasters. And then Cloak and Dagger, who are on the New Warriors, not Dwayne Taylor's team. They have the ability to use light and dark. So you know they're going to kick somebody's ass. Give or take. And those are the honorable mentions. So the New Warriors in a zombie apocalypse, they're a team you want to be with. Whether it be the New Warriors or the original New Warriors, it just depends on how you want to look at it. So my next video will be the possible last video unless I decide to do solos. Which if I do solos, I will add in 2 by 2. You know, so that it'll be okay. So thank you for watching. And if you have to be in a zombie apocalypse after you watch all these videos, you pick the team that you want to be in. And address me about it.